So I just finished watching the movie Queen Latifah on Cover. It's now online. You can finally watch it. This movie is one of the highest grossing films in Nigeria. So entering into it already, I was very excited, very curious to watch it. But can I tell you that before watching it, I did not know what this film was about because the poster, they're all wearing white. So I thought, this is a Christian spiritual film. I think the tagline on it now says you have to choose a side. So I said, because of that, and also the title Queen Latifah, is she a crime boss? Is she like a Shola Shobawale in King of Boys? But then I watched the trailer and I'm getting like a sense of fake life, but at the same time, there's a soundtrack of Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah. So I'm like, okay, what is this film? Turns out the film is about fake life. Once it started playing and I realized it's about fake life, I said, oh, I'm in. Because if you guys know anything about me, I love a fake life story. The Alakada, Jennifer, I watched one on Lily and Afekbai TV not too long on YouTube called Fake World. Love that film. I love a fake life story. So I was already prepared to like it. That's a very easy sell for me. I would say it's a really good film. I'm happy it's on streaming now because there's a thing. Sometimes it's a lot of fake life movies because I watch so many of them. You know, if you watch a lot of them too, that like the most interesting parts are usually the beginning when the fake life is at its best. Usually with these films, you know, of course, like because of storytelling, everything has to have consequences. So once, but those parts of it, the thickest parts of the fake life, when they are fake lifing, are always my best parts of this film. And in this one too, that is the case for this film as well. The other thing I want to ask is that I watch so many fake life films, but I'm always like, these things really happen. Like I know people are always like, especially in Lagos, that like that's the fake life horror. People will be doing fake life. But I'm like, do people really go to these extents for fake life, or am I just very naive? Like, let me know. And have you actually heard any real life crazy fake life stories in your actual personal circle? Not that you overheard from celebrity or this one or that one. Like, have you actually? I'm very curious to know. Also, another thing I want to say is that this film is teeming with stars. The way I'm telling you, I will be watching and suddenly another person will pop up. Another person will pop up. I don't want to give you the name so that you can be surprised when you see them as well. But just prepare to see face after face after face and be like, you two, you there? Yeah, it was very interesting. I didn't know these many people were going to be in the film. Overall, it's a really good film. I really actually genuinely enjoyed it. As I said, my favorite parts were the beginning, but overall, it's a really fantastic film. Wunmi Toriola did very well. I see why this movie did, especially because it's so star-studded and the story it is. I can see why it did so well. Check it out. It's streaming now, and now I want to get into talking about spoilers because my mouth they pay me. They scratch me to talk with now. I want to talk. So let's get into spoilers. If you have not watched it, you can go and you can save this video, go and watch it, come back. Now, for those of us who have watched this film, let's just get into spoilers. Spoilers ahead. Let's get into it. The first thing that I wrote down was when she said, I'm ready to do anything, legal or illegal. Once we succeed, we can do damage control later. The way that is the mantra of so many Nigerians. Like when she said that, I was like, politicians have been seen nodding their head. So many Nigerians have been seen nodding their head. But what people forget is that that illegal thing where you do, you might not even be able to stick around to see to rectify the damage because some people really lose their lives. So I like the fact that she pointed that out, and of course we see the consequences that then come to her. But it's just such a Nigerian kind of mantra. It's just make we just do anyhow and then we can rectify later. Now what? Then I said one thing I really like about this movie too is that her fake life is useful, like it makes sense. Normally, sometimes the fake life films, they're not really, there's no reason why they're doing it. But I think, like with Latifah's, we see that she does it first of all in the grocery store to get groceries to now not only for herself, but for the people that are in her neighborhood, like in her yard. And she gives the food away to people too. She's helping. When she goes to the hotel and she does that, it's because she doesn't want her mother to sleep in heat. When she's finally even uses the fake name, is to get into a business conference. Like she's using her own fake life to actually advance her life. And I thought that was very interesting because we don't see that enough. Another thing that I wrote was that she was very smart in a way that I liked. That it was her brains in many ways too that got her father than I would even say the man. Like the man saw her sense, and I think that was what really even attracted him and what really got her to where she was. Because her ideas on the monuments speaking for themselves in Lagos was actually very smart. And I just loved how smart Queen Latifah was as a character. I really loved him. The next thing that I wrote was that the attitude from Sade, Arese, and his mother, like, it's always the women that can smell a fake. Even in my personal life, like I said, that is true. Like my sisters, my mothers, usually with this thing, I feel like it's a lot easier for men to kind of overlook certain things. But women, especially with other women, they sight the fake quick. And it was very interesting how that happened in this movie as well. Also, speaking of RSA, that's Nancy Simmons' character. When Shadi was saying, RSA, you've done butt lift, boob job, and microblading, my brother does not want you. I said, hey, And I said to her, I've already done all that and the man does not want you. When do you get the hint, my sister? When do you get the hint and move on? And then I had a very big question, which was, how did Arese find Brother Shaggy's character? Because that is the thing that really sets um, Latifa's life on fire when Arese now makes a revelation. But between, because what we see is that Arese sees the picture of two of them on social media. And next thing she's talking to Brother Shaggy's character. That's a plot hole. How did she even know and find Brother Shaggy's character, know that he knew Latifa? Like, how did that connection happen? And I think that is all for like the actual notes I have when I was watching the film. I just now have like some funny honorable mentions, which were when Kiki was talking to her mother about getting a loan to do BBL. I was cracking up that she would go to Abuja and she would get the money back quick. I was really laughing. That was so funny. Then the part of Latifa's mother standing in front of the revolving door too, I found it very funny. I found in the hotel, found that very funny. Their whole MO was funny to me, falling down, putting cockroach in the plate. Like, it was very funny and it was a very, very funny film. Overall, I really, really, really enjoyed this movie. I think for me also, just one more thing I have to say is that for me, the weakest part of this film was actually the love story. I didn't really move for the romance in this film. Like, I think I enjoyed the fake life more. I enjoyed the dynamics between the people, but like as far as the romance, I can't say I really like was all or like really really moved. To me, that was like the weakest part of the story. But overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I think I can see it, I can see why I did very well, and I can't say that I regretted watching this movie. I think it's a fun film to just watch, especially in the beginning, as I keep saying, especially in the beginning. What did you think of this movie if you've watched it? Wunmi Toriola should be proud of herself as far as I'm concerned. What did you think if you've watched it? Let me know your thoughts. If you've watched this whole video and you have no idea who I am, my name is VDK. I make movie bingo cards, which you can find on my Substack, vdkfilmclub.substack.com, and I talk about movies. Until the next film that I watch and the next video that I make, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.